My dear friends, a Sanskrit proverb says, Atithi Devo Bhava, meaning the guest is equivalent to God. It reminds us that true hospitality is more than a social custom, it's a spiritual virtue. Today's readings highlight this call to open our hearts and lives, not just to others but especially to God. In our first reading on this 16th Sunday, Abraham welcomes three visitors at Mamre. He offers them rest, water and food, not knowing they are messengers of God. His simple gesture of hospitality becomes a sacred encounter, and in return he and Sarah are promised a son. Was it the bread, the milk, or the rest that mattered most? Yes, but more importantly, it was the spirit of welcome. Abraham teaches us that by opening our home and heart to others, we may unknowingly be welcoming God Himself. As the letter to the Hebrews reminds us, do not neglect hospitality, for through it some have entertained angels without knowing it. In the Gospel, we are welcomed into the home of Martha and Mary today. Martha is busy with preparations. Mary sits at Jesus' feet listening. When Martha complains, Jesus gently says, "Oh Martha, Martha, you are anxious about many things. Mary has chosen the better part." This is not a rejection of service, but a reminder that our busyness must never overshadow our need to be present with Christ. The best hospitality is not just what we do, but how much we listen and make room for God. Hospitality is not only opening our homes, it's opening our hearts, even to those we do not know. Jesus welcomed sinners, the sick, the outcast. He calls us to do the same. Hospitality today can mean being present to someone in need, listening without rushing or judging, welcoming the lonely, the elderly, the ignored, putting down our cell phones and giving our full attention. As Pope Francis says in Fratelli Tutti, we are called to universal fraternity, where no one is a stranger and everyone is welcomed as a brother or sister. Jesus continues to visit us in many ways, but He also comes quietly in the Eucharist, waiting for us in silence, desiring simply our presence. Will we come and sit at His feet like Mary? In the end, Jesus the judge will say, "I was a stranger and you welcomed me. What you did to the least of my brothers, you did it to me." Let me share a simple story. A father, tired after a long day, tried to read the newspaper. But each of his children came for one thing or the other. One came for ice cream, the other asking help with homework, the other for comfort for a scabed knee. Finally, his youngest daughter came and stood before him. Then the father sighed and asked, "What do you want, little girl?" She replied, "Nothing, Daddy. I just want you to hold me." That little girl is Mary in today's Gospel. She doesn't want anything, just to be with Jesus. And that's what Jesus wants from us too, our presence, our heart, our time. Dear friends, today's readings offer us three holy examples. First one, Abraham. Be like Abraham, generous and open to God's presence in others. The second, be like Martha, willing to serve but never too busy to listen. And then be like Mary, attentive, still, and resting at the feet of the Lord. And above all, be like Christ, welcoming all, especially the poor, the tired, the ignored. When we open our homes and hearts, we welcome Jesus Himself. When we choose to listen and be present, we choose the better part. And when we live like this, we prepare ourselves to be welcomed one day into His eternal home. Amen.